Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on top right side as the British forces, we have Sex Instructor. Spawn on top left side as is US ally, we have iKranksy. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Panzer Elite player, we have Feking. And spawn on the bottom left side as the other Panzer Elite player, TTeokLeaf. Oh yep, I forgot that he tends to be a bit of a trash talker. So we got some trash talking going on.
Section is ready.
Penegrad go around capturing some points. We do got some Panzer Grenadiers capturing these points as well.
Section reporting. Munitions capture complete, sir.
Capturing some points there. Capturing the fuel point now. We got a Shimwagon deployed out in the field, and we do have, looks like he is doing a little bit of that bit of an exploit there to move around your squad like that to quickly capture some sectors. You may be eyeing for this cutoff point right there. Fuel point being captured up by the Shimwagon now. And looks like goes ahead and backs off before receiving too much fire there. Panzer Grenadier does get knocked around a little bit there as Kettengrad will be Shimwagon's capturing the point. On a side note as well, you're looking for some replays with integral wolf check. So maybe if you have a chance, go ahead and post a link in the chat and I'll see if I can't grab it and then cast it if you have a particular replay in mind.
Ready.
Scope rifles skirmishing around. We got these Panzer Grenadiers making soft retreat around the scope rifles. Intersections captured this standard point. Kettengrad captured the VP as well. Jeep pushing his way forward, and the Shimwagon is going to be charging forward. Asking his teammate to put an observation post on a field point. Shimwagon has received quite a bit of damage right there. We got this Panzer Grenadier inside this garrison. Two Panzer Grenadiers inside this garrison here. Inside the building here. It's sort of hard to tell, but there are two windows on this side. So only getting one squadron there to fight the destruction is only needed. Looking at the second squad wouldn't hurt if you were getting attacked from flank as well. Panzer Grenadiers are trying to find some hidden cover to avoid the infantry sections there. Jeep has plenty of health right now. And Jeeps are circling around, trying to find a good engagement against something. Kettengrad received a bit of fire there. Another Panzer Grenadier squad trying to get some rounds onto the Jeep. We now have a 2-2-1 deployed out in the field. We've got these Panzer Grenadiers trying to get inside the garrison, so we've got two squads of Panzer Grenadiers inside this garrison. One Panzer Grenadiers does fall out of the garrison as well. 2-2-1, trying to engage and support, but right now he's a little bit unsupported right now. Teammate has gone out of the garrisons because there's just too much fire right there. Scope rifle squad does get inside the garrison themselves. Panzer Grenadiers is going to be engaging at range onto that scope rifle squad. There are 5 windows inside, so a full health squad could be very useful in this angle. Now we do have infantry half-track deployed on out that can help reinforce these Panzer Grenadiers, or the Panzer Grenadier that's missing a member. Shimwagon captures some points. We got the Flame Engineers and Riflemen. Best not get inside the garrison with a Flame Engineer nearby. And we do have some more intersections advancing forward with the support of a Lieutenant. We do have a Brenn's upgrade as well. Infantry half-track has been loaded up with a 2-man Panzer Grenadier squad, which only the 2 front guys can actually fire, but of course that does mean he can't have any more additional defense while being flanked. Panzer Grenadiers could try hop inside the building. On this side of the building, this should be, yep, there's 5 windows as well. That'd be a great time to throw the Panzer Grenadiers inside the garrison. Jeep trying to pursue these forces. Shimwagon running around does stop and interrupts the munitions capture. We got a casualty clearing station and field support truck deployed on out. And now we do have a 222 as well. Gain some good damage there. These guys are on negative ground. Panzer Grenadiers firing some rounds onto them. Over here, we do got nothing. Infantry sections trying to engage the infantry half track. They're on negative ground themselves. Panzer Grenadiers are out of range, and they don't have the support of nearby lieutenants, so they're currently being slowed down because they're not in supply. Deeper charging on forward, trying to stop the Schimwagen from escaping, getting some great bursts there on the Schimwagen. And doesn't finish it off right there, needs to pursue it. And doing a poor job pursuing it right there. Does get interrupted by the rifleman squad, does get finished off as well.
Knocked out in that last skirmish.
Oh, there's some landmines there. They get spotted as well. Rifle sniper does go down. Scope rifle squad has completed the mortar. Mortar's perhaps a little bit too far forward. A little bit exposed in my opinion. Except one of those landmines. The other one will be focused down now. Sniper model is being recovered by the casualty clearing station. And the engineer squad does fall back. Got some good healing there onto the intersections. As we got the armor car now receiving quite a bit of fire. Really wounded, so needs to fall back into repairs. There are 2 Panzer Grenadiers here, but the rifleman squad or the intersections are trying to hunt it down. Scope rifles are receiving quite a bit of fire from the fresh 222. Looking for the M8, or if we're looking for his mate, one of the two. Definitely the M8. I'm joking. Infantry half track firing away. Got this squad uploaded with G43s. I think just got upgraded G43s. And now these intersections are unsupported and out of supply. Autocannons getting some good damage onto them as well. And now they've got the lieutenant support them as well. There's a large number of squads here, including a tank buster squad. The 2 now seeing a bit of fire. Trying to pair up his teammates. Autocannon, scout car. It is a little bit wounded. Needs to fall back. We're seeing a bit too much fire right there. Attempting to be repaired by these Panzer Grenadiers as well. Getting repaired like that is a horrible idea right now, because right now he's in combat. This falls to the far side of the 2-2. One of those Panzer Grenadiers is severely wounded, who has 1 level of defense veterancy, and now the infantry section is getting ripped apart by the autocannons. Sections do fall back. We do have a Jeep now deployed them out. Mortar emplacement, trying to find a good angle onto something. If you have tracks facing forward with a Panzer Grenadier in the back and Tank Buster as well, both upgraded with Panzer tracks. Oh, that holy!
Destroyed a German target.
He lucky he focused that down so quickly, because that was so punched up. Airborne has been selected as doctor for the US player. We also now have a Vampire half-track as well. Mortar replacement, trying to get running some mortars on in. Close rifles getting some damage onto these 2-2s. 2 is advancing forward, getting some good damage onto the intersection. That one does fall back. Scope Rifle Squad is quite wounded. Bren and Lieutenant has plenty of health. And Vampire half-track trying to charge forward, trying to get some siphoning. Where AT at? Let's see. He is the airborne player, so he's asking where some AT's at. And we do have some summery mortars coming on down. We do have the 25-pounder now being deployed on out. He's highly likely for going for War Artillery. I don't see any boards there. He has 3 command points. There's an unknown doctrine. Yep. As much as people want to see those blasts hit, you also, as equally, don't want to see them hit because they're explosive. And you know that it's going to hit. If they don't stop it, you know you're not going to stop it. Sort of idea. Got a Martyr now deployed on the field. He's trying to push forward and hit the various structures of the Martyr. Martyr's backing on off. Trying to fire some rounds there. Autocannon scout cars getting some great hits. Is advancing forward, trying to getting some good skirmishing damage in. intersection and sappers advancing forward. Lieutenant is a little bit wounded. Oh, on the right side, got a big retreat coming on forward. Airborne's troops have taken out a half track. I think that was... Not sure what type of half track that was. I see the infantry half track already back there. Was that a mortar half track or light half track? It was incendiary mortar, so that was incendiary mortar. So that was a mortar half track. Two skirmishing around. We're seeing some recoilless rifle fire. There's 2 squads of airborne troops. Bren guns, if they can button a vehicle, the airborne troops can finish it off no problem. Of course, that requires teamwork, and good luck with that. Sounds like they were solo queuing as well. Vampire half track has been deployed out on this missions point there. The both +5. Assuming that, yeah, the side's +5 as well. Sometimes I always wonder if whether or not the... I don't really pay attention enough to know the munitions half track adjusts what the plus symbol is.
QM's just distributed supercharged rounds to the arty line.
Supercharged rounds, so we do have, looks like, airborne Royal Artillery. Let's take a look at the Pan's Elite doctrines. An unknown doctrine could be selected, or not one selected just yet. Same thing here as well. 25-pounder barrage raining on in. They got these multiple Pan's guns here. Ooh, lots of shots there. I think I saw a pair of sniper shots as well. It's just one sniper. 52 skirmishing around. Martyr trying to set on up. Panzer Grenadiers pushing way forward. And a 223 does get spotted there. Damage and crit there, so likely go down. Increaser rolls a miss there, but I believe the automatic weapon fire from the Brent should be able to finish off. We got an infantry track here, trying to suppress these forces. 223 does go down.
The enemy is attempting to seize a fuel point from us.
Good, it's there on these forces. You got the Martyr now firing away as well. Martyr now seeing some Piet fire, and looks like the British forces do fall back. Vampire half track is still over here. He can sell. Oh yeah, the Vampire half track is one of the deploys out of the Goliaths. Bergantiga has been deployed now. I know I make jokes about that all the time, but the Bergantiga can now be deployed, used to cover that 223. If I recover it as a 221. 1I, I think. I'm not sure what I stands for. 1 infantry. Recoilless rifles firing it up, trying to get some flanks there. Infantry half track being pursued. Lots of damage there on the infantry half track. Does receive a sniper as well. Bergantiga pushing way forward. Going to try to recover the 223. Now I've got some Fallschirmjäger. So this player has selected the Luftwaffe Ground Forces doctrine. Now I've got an airborne ET gun deployed out. US player has 2 snipers out on the field as well. So the Fallschirmjäger squad will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Not sure what's being deployed out right there. Oh, thank you for the follow, Leo 3000. Probably butchering that. Reduce advancing forward. You've got double defense veterancy here. These forces are skirmishing around. Martyr is going to receive some fire from the PS. There's left-hand support for these forces as well, so they won't receive too much slowdown. Brands could go ahead and try butting it right there. Do firing away. Panzer Grenadiers trying to charge forward. He may go for Tank Hunter. Ooh! Tank Hunter with the number of hand tracks he has deployed out. Dudes advancing forward, gains some good damage there. The lieutenant is severely wounded. Dudes are skirmishing around, and these forces do fall back. Bergantiga has recovered the 223 and made it into a 221. Need your drops. I think he's saying he needs the supply drops, munitions. He's one more command point. Casualty clearing station gains some much needed healing on all these forces. Holy crap. You, me, center. Me. I think he's pinging somewhere. Top. His opponents are pushing away over here. And, oh, I think that was a YouTube subscribe. Thank you for the YouTube subscribe. I really need to get a better way to read that. My apologies. These forces started to advance forward. Do have some fire onto these 2-2s. 2-2s skirmish around. This one does get plugged in. There's a lot of AT there. Does decide to blitz on forward. This is one she's saving it. This one does charge forward in a bad way. Ancient crit there. It's going to slowly crawl away now. Do have some fortune makers here. Let's tag off the Panzer Grenadiers with fortune makers, trying to get some damage in. These guys are just walking right in front of them. But now the fortune makers, of course, getting overrun by all these forces. Over here, you got the Brigadier and the Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward or leftwards. And this Panzer Grenadier squad may get wiped out, and gets wiped out no problem. Panzer Grenadier here does decapture the central VP. The VPs are in favor of the Allies by a small margin. On the left side, British forces advancing forward, hitting these fortune makers. No squad of fortune maker there as the mortar is receiving some fire. The mortar's not really that important in this engagement. Also, far as one infantry kill, it's an anti-vehicle unit, and they're not pulling out any vehicles. Bounce there onto the Tiger Panzer. Another mortar's been put on the field. They went for too heavy in these mortars, that's for sure. Mortar will go down to the various AT forces. British forces are advancing forward to the center, trying to pursue these 2-2. The 2-2 is quite wounded. Now got the fortune makers advancing forward. And I'm not sure what's being pulled in right there. Is that... The 2s are quite wounded as well. That needs repairs. Over here, airborne troops firing some rounds onto the Brigadier. This Wehrmacht player has not selected doctrine just yet, so we don't know what doctrine he may have or will go for. There's quite a bit of resources stockpiled up, but does not have the Panzer Jaeger command for going for Panthers. Go repair them, I guess. Wait. Sniper firing some shots there. Riflemen are shooting quite a bit of fire. They can suppress there with that one model sort of lagging behind. Now, do have a logistics company deployed on out, and now going for the Panzer Jaeger command. He's probably going to go for Panthers sooner rather than later. He is pulling out something expensive as well. 2 mortar half-tracks on build queue.
Enemy advances.
Credits there onto the Volkswagen Jaegers. Another squad of Volkswagen Jaegers advancing forward. This one's upgraded. Now there's some 30 cows and mortar here. Capturing 30 cows wouldn't hurt, help secure the sectors. And the Volkswagen Jaeger squads do fall back to get reinforcements. Good to do is charge on forward, trying to get some damage on in. And good hits there onto the armored car. Good to do is blitzing away. Air troopers charging forward. We've got some artillery now raining on in these forces. Then pen the Brigadier there. Intersection. Yes, lots of intersections and lieutenant to support are pushing the way forward. That is a U.S. landmine. Brigadier now seeing a bit of fire. Got some officer artillery now raining on in, getting a direct hit. He's been pushed back to his base. He's getting these mortar half tracks in a better position. Brigadier is now seeing a bit of fire. I'm pretty sure the hull mounted machine gun of the Brigadier can potentially suppress, right? Give enough time. Infantry half tracks now seeing some fire. These forces are all quite wounded there. He's charging on forward. Brigadier is having some trouble firing this hull mounted machine gun.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
And now Cromwell has been put on the field. Cromwell's a relatively rare thing to see, and it's probably a good time to see it, though there's a lot of Pantrix down south. Vampire right here. Not sure why there's a vampire right there. Two is advancing forward, trying to gauge these forces. Cromwell shows plenty of health, AT guns, and repulsor rifles nailing that dude, and does go down to the various forces. We've got a lot of AT here. Repulsor rifles, so the US play has a pretty good contain right there.
200 points is inadequate.
Mortar half tracks trying to IFR barrage onto these various static weapons. Got a command take the support out the command Cromwell as well.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Armo now assumes some fire.
We are now capable of larger
Getting some good
squads.
hits there onto the tank hunter. Saying map hacks. I didn't see anything else would be in map hacks. Fortune Makers advancing forward. 3 squads of Fortune Makers, one of them not upgraded at the moment. Over here, you do have a Goliath right there as well. Jake does go down. Ooh. Good hit there. Also, I have not seen anything that says that would scream map hacks to me, though I wasn't looking for it, but nothing just raised red flags to me. Trying to reclaim that 2-2. Burger King is almost down. Cromwell and Command Tank advancing forward. Border half tracks are a little bit exposed. And of course, the damage to the crate. Got some lots of smoke being floated out. Very nice. Which will produce the accuracy to say the least. Now we do have some more officer artillery. It does fall back right there. First round comes down pretty quickly. And it looks like the 2-2 carcass does go down. Brigadier is receiving some fire. Goliath could try advancing forward. More officer artillery running on in, and the Cromwell is receiving some fire from his own command artillery. His eyes 2 bullets away, but or maybe not. I thought I saw it there. We're making us withdraw away from these Panther strikes. We got a Firefly here as well. Another strafing run right there, looks like.
An enemy unit has fallen victim to enemy fire.
Fortune Makers are falling on back, severely wounded. Saw another aircraft right there. I'm not sure what it was.
Elite Fallschirmjäger infantry are now available to Kampfgruppe Leer.
Now that plane could have potentially not shoot because it was too close to the edge of the map. And so where it started firing, it may have been off the map when trying to start to fire. But you got the armor car going on down to the Cromwell and Firefly. And we got these forces now turning forward. Does have the 4-man squad upgrade. Over here, they got the Panzer Grenadier falling on back. And now we do have... Oh, looks like the Allies have plenty of VPs. The Panzer Elite does not. Got some landmines there. Very nice. And we've got some artillery to stop these Panzer Grenadiers advancing. So this may be game. They're running out of VPs very, very quickly. Fortune Makers are advancing forward. Got a good number of infantry sections here as well as the command tank going blitz on forward, trying to go for crushes the command tank. Doing a good job at least interrupting all the Fortune Makers. That's at least good. One Fortune Maker squad does fall back. Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward as well. So if I didn't get any crushes there, the British forces are falling back. I'm not sure what type of aircraft that was. Let's keep the US player selected because the various abilities to call on strafing run and recon run has been selected. I believe this is strafing run. Strafing run was going back right there. And it looks like one of the players have backed out of the game. So that basically spelled the end of the game, though the VPs ran out either way. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.